unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taking you the 13th. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They go play action here on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Shane Ray in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Robert Quinn in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They'll try and throw for it here. Going deep here for Parker. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
First carry now. This is Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
second down. Brissett steps away to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And the dreaded third and long here for the offense. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go. Flick round.
It's third and long for Brissett. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So on fourth down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Dorsett. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Dobbs now on second down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Here, Dobbs. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 39 on third. Now Dobbs. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Parker. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And the wideout in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
Dobbs looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On 2nd down, Dobbs. And throw right side complete to Parker. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Dobbs to throw. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. It's a gain of 15 that time. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st down. Gun, Dobbs. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep here for Parker. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. To throw is Dobbs. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Parker. That goes for a gain of 31.
Oftentimes, guys who do a really nice job on the wide receiver screen plays are really good punt returners. It's the same skill. Make the first guy miss and then pick up your blocking and get downfield. Nice gain on that play.
Dobbs is throwing. That's complete right around the 8. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Andrew Frank's on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? David Johnson on his way. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. David Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way. Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so. Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ohio, flex, round, flex. Let's go.
Back to throw Dobbs. A quick hitter complete. It's Parker. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play. Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Here's Dobbs to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Parker. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Now Dobbs. to 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. They're going to look to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Parker. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Keith Marshall, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established his run.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. T.J. Watt. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he motions the wide receiver. Brissett now on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Here's Brissett. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Partner, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows him sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. A second down throw for Brissett. Flush to his right. And some space here. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now Brissett. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Dorsett on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley, he's got our EA Sports halftime report. That'll be taken in the end zone. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
They go to Johnson again. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Ziggy Ansah in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Back to throw. A quick hitter complete. It's Parker. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for 5. It's third down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Again, it's Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On play action, Brissett trying to lay one up deep. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look, credit to the defense for shutting them down on that.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So they're operating in the red zone. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And now with the play clock just about to expire, John Fox is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. Offense working with a second and goal now from the 3. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. David Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz.
Flex round. Let's go. Flex round. Here we go. Ohio.
On 1st down, Downs to throw. He's going to air one out. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Devontae Parker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Underneath for Johnson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Let's go. 190.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit near the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Dobbs now on 2nd down. And this is LaFowl. It's caught. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
And he finds LaFowl complete. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. This will be caught just inside the 10. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 3-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it right, no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Dobbs. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be run over, hit hard as he'll be marked down. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escape. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Brissett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 12, and he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D-linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. Watkins. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. And give that one to the Texans as they wind up winners. Keenan Allen, he had a touchdown reception to help the cause. That's fielded in the end zone. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second down, Johnson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Pistol, here's Johnson. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They go play action here on first down. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
On first and 10, Dobbs toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.